Welcome to the Political Ferret Show. New content will be uploaded every Wednesday and Sunday. This video was financed by my Patreons. Thank you for making the change possible. So I watched Infinity Wars this weekend and I kind of enjoyed it, so this video will focus on the idea of Thanos, and there are spoilers ahead, you have been warned. So Thanos wants to collect all the Infinity Stones to get his Infinity Gauntlet working, and with a snip of a finger he can do whatever he wants, and what he wants to do is kill half the universe. The idea behind this is that the resources are not infinite, they are finite and they are running out. Because we are living, or they are living, in a galaxy that is full of alien species that are all spacefaring, so the whole thing is that the universe is pretty overcrowded. It's the same thing as what we have here on Earth on a bigger scale. But the interesting thing is that he points out that he does not decide who to live and who will die. He does this purely by chance. And we talk about this, why this is pretty much a stupid idea. To point out the elephant in the room, when you have this discussion between Gamera and Thanos, and he points out, look child, resources are not infinite, we can't sustain so many people, we have to kill some of them, or well, at least have to let them die. Gamora says, you don't know that, and this is absolutely the same thing when people come over to me and say, oh, it is a good idea to bring all Africans to Europe because then they can all live in the comfort that Europeans live, and I say it's not possible because we have not enough resources for that, and they say then, oh, you don't know that. This is not an argument. Thanos has the absolute high ground there. He is right from a logical standpoint, from a moral standpoint, and Gamora has no argument. She just screams, you don't know that. And this is kind of a political message that the good ones fighting for this uncertain but perhaps happy utopia, and Thanos is pretty pragmatic, so they pretty much draw the people who say what Thanos says, that you have to go on these questions with logic, as the evil ones. So, but Thanos went down with logic and said, okay, I collect now all the stones, and then I snip my finger and kill half of the people, and the Avengers tried to change that. So the thing is, when you do that, you can go down with that with a plan, and these plans can work in different ways. Let's look to the very diabolical ones. You just say, I kill all the males within a species, born or unborn. This leads to an extinction. You just killed 50% of the people, but in the end the whole species will go extinct because biology. The other idea is you have a plan and you have to say, okay, I kill all the small ones because then the future is bigger and all the people are bigger and more like Thanos, and perhaps this would be a better future. This could be an idea, and this would indeed change the evolution and society and so on. But what Thanos wanted to do is do it by chance. He don't wanted to take responsibility in the very end. He takes the responsibility of killing half the people in the universe, but he will not decide who will die and who will live. And in the end, this will change absolutely nothing, because if you have the same mixture of people that you had in the start, you come up within some generation to exactly the same point. 2, 3, 4 generations, and you are at the same point again. So this is absolutely pointless. If you really want to change the universe and where it is heading, you have to first think about what makes a better universe and who makes a better universe, and then you kill those people who do not make a better universe. So what does Thanos do in this movie? Well, pretty much he did just cut the hedge. There is nothing more. He did not change anything. He just cut some of the stuff that is too much for the moment, but that's about it. The thing is, the whole thematic is nothing new. Mythology is pretty much crowded with things like that, and you have also in pop culture some ideas like that. One of the more interesting things is Babylon 5 and the fight between the Shadows and the Warlords. Both are old and both want to try to change pretty much the people that are well lower evolved than they are. They have the power and they use the power, but with different ideas. The Warlords want that the smaller ones trust them and be leaded. So they want that the good pupils, good students survive. On the other hand, the Shadows want the strong to survive. And it is quite interesting how the whole story in Babylon 5 unfolds, because there you have really different intentions. They both kill civilizations, but with different ideas behind them, who to kill, who to select, who will survive, and so on. THANOS did not do that. And that's interesting because THANOS in the end took responsibility of killing half the universe, but in the end it was absolutely pointless. Is this a plot hole, or is this just his short-sightedness, or is his wish to do that over and over again every 100 years? Perhaps, perhaps not. But killing in random is in the end absolutely stupid. And the same is absolutely true, of course, of our planet. You can't say, oh, we just eradicate half of the people. It would not even be enough at this point to get to a sustainable situation. But this makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. It would not work on our planet. If you kill people in a region that is already on the edge of having enough people to sustain the kind of life that they are used to, you have really a problem. On the other hand, if you kill half the people in a space where people do not work at all in the end, it is not a problem. So you would have to select to improve. So the idea of killing 50% of the universe would not change anything. It would lead to the exactly same situation than it was before. So the whole idea of THANOS is per se absolutely pointless.